Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night: was Luke Spencer really a good character, or irredeemable on General Hospital? You know, I made a video for the members tonight that I'm just kind of questioning should I actually put out because it is a little bit more of a sensitive subject. But I figure I kind of use this as a bit of a testing ground. Was he a good character or was he irredeemable? There's a lot of people that sit there and say, "You love Luke Spencer. I love their love together," and you're just like, you realize what he did, right? Like you're aware of that. So I want to know from everyone here tonight, what do you think of Luke Spencer's character? Was he a really good character, a really cool character? Did you love their love story, or you're just like, nah, bro, nah? Let me know in the comment section below. Gemini's in the chat. What's good, Gemini? Gemini said Luke was a complicated character. That's putting it mildly. Um, you know what? Let's see how the audio is. I gotta sit there and check that. I swear, if this phone, if I was in an emergency, it would have been a wrap. Queen of the South is in the chat. What's good, Queen of the South? It is a blessing to see you. Darby, my friend, how you doing tonight? Queen Nikisha's in the chat. What's good, Nikisha? Got the two queens of the night. How's everyone doing? As you know, we always sit there and talk about all the soap operas, and I mean all the soap operas. We're going to get into them all tonight. As you know, we always sit there and talk about. I really hate this new YouTube feature. I really, really do. LaShanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight, LaShanta? Yes, we're talking about all from B&B, of that guy who had no idea who was singing, to Y&R of Summer getting kicked out. I think that was probably my favorite part. That was literally my favorite part of just Summer getting kicked out. And Gemini is saying Liam and Steffi, yeah, they didn't talk about that. They didn't talk about the kiss afterwards. It's like they just act like it didn't happen. Text Liam. Liam was like, "Oh, I flew commercial." I feel like we missed the conversation there. Laura B is in the chat. What's good, Laura B? Oh, Denise is in the chat. How you doing tonight, Denise? So, I was gonna get the big cup tonight, but I still have like a couple of these left. So I was like, let's finish eating these, and then sit there and get another big cup. Rosetta says Harris is the dumbest criminal. How so? Black Mind's in the chat. Back at home, power and out at the foot. Oh my God, I am so sorry to hear that. That sucks. That sucks. Oh my God. I'm glad. I'm glad your power's back on now. That's right. Let's everyone say what's up to Black Mind. Like I said, I know his first name is George. That's what James calls him George. That's his thing. My thing with him is I call him Black Mind. How the hell does he actually eat these things? I mean, they're not bad, but it's like a couple of bites I'm already done. Now Valerie says, "Hey, no notification." Wow. So how did you? Okay, so Valerie, since there was no notification, how did you know to How did you know to come on? Darby says Luke is a bit of a both irredeemable jerk and lovable character. Okay. LaShanta said he pulled the bang bang out on Megan in daylight. Very true. But let me ask you a question. Would you expected it? Would you expect something like that in the daytime? That's the question. Blackman said I had to throw. Oh my God, that sucks. Damn. Valerie says, I checked. What do you mean you checked? You mean like you know that I come on at 8 o'clock? Or like very curious about that? I don't know how you eat these things. I can literally sit there and digest these less than 5 minutes. This is insane. Okay, good. Same. Hey, listen, I know everyone works a little bit different, but it's for me, it's nice to have a schedule because YouTube does not notify people all the time. And if you constantly sit there and wait for YouTube to actually do its job, well, that's just not going to happen. So I always sit there and say, for me personally, I like having a schedule. Just saying. Yeah. Lashanta says, no, you are supposed to do it by surprise. She got plans for him. No, I'm just sitting there saying, like, it's like people committing robberies in broad daylight. You wouldn't expect it, you know? Lashanta said B Wars was trash. I didn't even know they actually still did. I didn't actually know they actually still did BET Awards. Oh, to be fair, no, 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 no. Maybe no, you're wrong. You're right. Maybe I'm thinking about MTV. I'm thinking about MTV. Makai's in the chat. Was good, Makai? Lobby says the singer is oh and Andra. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea who that. Thank you, Lobby. I had no idea who that person was. Oh, Spider Quake. He's around. What's good, Spider Quake? He's around. Amy's in the chat. What's good, Amy? Spider Quake. You know he's around. You know my guy Kyrie's is around. Well, how you doing tonight, Amy? It is so good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Lobby says my parents are huge fans. Huge fans of who? Luke and Laura, or something going on with what BET? uh, it's funny. I was actually sitting there thinking about that too, because I was like, I know that sometimes you're ready for the drama, you know, but I'm gonna make sure it's not gonna be any drama because this time this person starts acting up, the block button is being hit, point blank. Period. There's going to be no drama. This is Andrea B. Ariana's in the chat. So good to be able to join you tonight. It is good to actually have you in the chat. Ariana, thank you for joining. Also, thank you for what you said on the message yesterday. My as I call blue light confessions. I actually like that. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Spike Quick says you've been too nice. You got to do what you got to do. No, I appreciate that, Spike Quick. I actually have, and we talked about this in the chat yesterday, and clearly it's not actually getting me anywhere. So yeah, so yeah, I don't know. See, for me, I can't even sit there and say that I think he was a good character because certain things you gotta sit there and be like they're irredeemable. You know, Ariana says you're welcome a little long, but no, 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 no. Listen, I appreciate that. I really do. I really appreciate the message so much. Thank you. Grams is in the chat. What's good, Grams? No, I appreciate every single thing that you said, Ariana. I really do. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like how do you get past that part? You know, how do you get past that part? How do you sit there? How do you look past that? Which reminds me, I actually do have a video again, that I might be putting out tonight for members only. I thought about the concept all day, and I wanted to do a video, and then I was just like, this video is kind of got a heavy subject message in there, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good, Makai. It wasn't. It really wasn't. I can't even sit there and say anything. ZK is in the chat. Was good, ZK? Thank you for joining. It was like there was just parts that were just missing, and I mean like one glaring part that was just missing. You know, Ariana says sometimes I think that's because Karen was such a great character. Some people only remember the good stuff and forget that. I'm assuming you mean Luke. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. It's like Franco. Well, the thing about Franco is like for me personally, I I couldn't rock with Franco. I know some people could, but I couldn't rock with Franco. You know, and I know what he did. It wasn't like he didn't do it himself when it came towards the situation with Michael, but he sent somebody Michael's way, and that was the results of it. You know, but yet people sat there and was like, "Oh, I love Franco and Liz together. They're so cute and they're so magical and this, that, and the third." And I'm just like, what? Everyone said, "Yes, I Luke and Laura. I remember that, and it bothered me for a while. Then I missed a couple years, and they are getting married and the super couple." No, I figured that's what you meant. I figured that's what you meant. Um, and Rihanna, I figured that's what you meant. Super couple, super couple. Like, you gotta sit there and just kind of look like. And then I saw people, like people were in the chat was sitting there saying like, well, not in chat, but like people in the what you call it, in the Instagram was like, man, I hope that somebody loves me as deeply as Luke, and I'm just like, what? Last days in the chat was good. Last day. I said I want a needle. I want Ned Minnie to rock out today. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was ready with that fast forward button. I really was. I was ready with that fast forward button. Didn't even get that far. It was really sad. Olivia couldn't even bother to thank Nina. Olivia couldn't even be bothered to thank Nina because Nina didn't actually have to call. She really didn't. She didn't actually have to call today. Denise says summer work my last nurse today. Denise, listen, when he told her to pack her stuff and leave, oof, like I said, that was the best part of the story for me. My dude was like, take your ish and get out the pool house, get out the house. I want distance from you. I want no parts of you. Lashanta says, Albert Hope got a surprise for her. Why Steffi didn't say anything. I was wondering that too. Maybe you know what it is. Maybe the flight just would have been awkward as hell. Think about it. They're all kind of cramped up in that one space on a private jet, and she decides to ream her out in front of everyone. Which I'm totally with. Um, but that's a really good question. And Valerie says I agree. Are you talking about the Luke thing, or me fast forwarding that part, or the Franco thing? And they say, yeah, Kyle was done. Kyle was done. Kyle was like, yo, listen, take your ish and get out. And she was like, no, we could sit there and work this out. Work what out? Bobby says, yeah, Olivia song should have thanked Nina, but at least Brooke did. Yeah, but again, Olivia didn't. DK said, I never cared for Luke. R he R Laura, and he treated Lulu like a stepchild. He favored Lucky. Don't miss him. Alicia's in the chat. Hey gang, Sunny told Nina to call. Okay, but I mean, okay, that's fair. But she still could have thanked her. That's my whole thing. She still could have thanked her. Rather says Nina call Olivia. I mean, probably because of Sunny's request, but simple thing can hurt. Um, Letitia says, "Love Eddie Main. I'm here for it." What's good, Letitia? Lastly says, I'm good. My friend who hasn't watched B&B since 2020. Let's just say he doesn't seem too excited about B&B. I mean, few people are at times. I mean, today's episode was like, oh, we had some dude that's singing, and Brooke and Ridge are just wasting everyone's time while everyone is sitting there waiting for them to get to the jet. And Liam's sitting there crying like anyone should actually care. Um, Steffi not really confronting Hope was kind of disappointing. Felt like a scene was missing from the talk between the kiss between Steffi and Liam. They didn't talk about that at all. So, I mean, it has some missing pieces. They definitely have some missing pieces. Now, LaShanta said, yeah, act like Kai hasn't lied to Summer several times. By Felicia, because when he cheated with Audrey, when he cheats with Audrey, he's going to want Summer. I hope she doesn't fall. You know, my whole thing is, I don't know the full history, right? I don't. I know that I don't like Summer. Um, so part of me actually enjoyed watching her get kicked out the house. But yeah, you got a point. Denise said, not Esme trying to, now Esme's trying to check Spencer's schedule with Trina at the door. You know, a simple text or a call could have probably saved them some time. No one likes people popping in. Lisa could have thanked her, true, but in a way, it's Nina's fault that Ned is now Eddie Main. No, it's actually Ned's fault that he's Eddie Main. You're a grown ass adult and you're running by a pool. We taught our children not to do that. So I'm just saying we can't blame Nina for Ned being clumsy and irresponsible. We can actually sit there and blame maybe the people that work there. Double C's in the chat was good. Double C. Lobby says I was sure Stephanie was going to confront Hope right away. I was surprised she didn't. I was too. I was too. Graham says someone's only going to go running to Chance when he finds out about Kai. Oh, okay, all right. I mean, my dude Chance ain't doing anything. He says Sonny could care less. Drew, exactly. I said the exact same thing. I was like, yo, my dude did not give a damn at all. Letitia says, I think something happened between Thomas and Hope besides that kiss. You know, if that was the case, And that's just something else that they miss. Lashante says, I can and I do. I don't. Alyssa's in the chat. We'll get Alyssa. Yeah, I can't blame him. I can't blame him either. Monique is in the chat. What's good, Monique? Last day says, well, my friend was Liam fan. Most of my friends who watch B&B with me are Liam fans. His first reaction was this whole kissing Thomas. So now she's in her like her mom. Damn. Hey, Tracy Steves is in the chat. What's good, Tracy? How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. I hope you had a great day. Oh, I knew I had to sit there and post something. I'll post it. I'll post it tonight. I will post it tonight. I mean, granted, I still have a whole month for the members meetup, but I will be posting it tonight. But yeah, I don't know the whole history with Lashanta says Kyle has never did right by Summer. Why the hell she stay with him then for? You know, like seriously, why the hell did she stay with him for? Now somebody says Ida. Elise said I can blame Nina if I want to. I mean, we could sit there and blame Nina for like, pollution and world climate change. We can do that too. Um, I mean, you know me, I'll sit there and slay any character. I don't care who they are. But you know, as I'm not gonna lie, Esme was being extra today. That chick was being extra. First of all, I miss the old Esme, not this whiny version of her. Um, I mean, she did everything she could to make sure that she got what you call it out. Trina out. Lisa's in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Was good. See, these things don't do a damn thing. They really don't. Double C said that I was just about to say people will blame Nina for the yeah. And like I said, you know me, Double C, I will literally slay anyone. But, you know, within reason. Valerie, Esme is jealous as F. Lisa, I don't blame her for that climate change. Well, that's good. That's a start. Last day says, Albert, this episode of B&B was not boring, but very confusing. I mean, I wasn't surprised by how anyone acted because I already knew what was going to happen. B&B is very predictable. Lisa says, doing good. I'm doing good. I haven't seen you in the chat in a hot minute. So it's really good to see you again. Y'all the medics in the chat was good, Dolly. Monique says, glad Diane let Robert knew she's not the default woman. Exactly. She is not the default woman. She can do better and she deserves better. And I'm with it. I am with it 100%. The hell out of here. ZK says, oh, these little things. I don't know how he handles these things. Lashanta says, when all this comes out about the SEC, do you think Sonny's gonna feel betrayed and look at everything that happened because of her spite? Yep. Yep. That's exactly what I'm sitting there thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I always sit there and wonder how is the fallout with this stuff going to be? Is it actually going to be really good? Is it going to be really bad? Is it going to be really bland? You know, you look at um, Portia and her wedding, the drama that unfolded afterwards. Yeah, it's like in some ways it felt very flat. Lisa says Sonny's going to be pissed the hell off. But that's the question though. How pissed is he actually going to be, Lisa? Because it's not like Carly's actually in jail. If Carly was in jail, she was going to be facing jail, and he found out. Yes, but the fact that she's not in jail, you know, knows. Eagle fan said, "What's good? I'm glad Diane threw all Robert's BS in his face. Robert really think he is a man of morals and integrity, and he can't even be honest and tell Diane who he wants." Exactly. He waited for Holly to leave, and then he was like, "Well, cool. Um, I guess you're a good choice." Darby says, if Megan is leaving soon, does that mean that Jason 2.0 will be leaving as well?" Nope, I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt that. Lisa said Drew's going to jail, going for 3 years. Lisa, he's going to Pentonville. My dude is going to Pentonville. LaShanta says Robert got nerve because he just lied about being drugged, loosening the necklace, and Holly. Yeah, he did, and she brought that up. Miss Gee's in the chat. What's good, Miss Gee? Why is it? ZK said because Carly didn't go to jail, I think Nina will get a pass from Sonny. That's what I was going to sit there and say. I don't know if it's going to be a pass, but he's not going to be. Is that it's funny, Alyssa? I actually said this. I actually used your comment in my review. Ariana says didn't even have to breathe before. The answer is yes. I think Sonny will be angry at himself. Yeah, he will. He'll be mad. I just don't think he's going to be that mad. Ellie said Diane need to kick Robert to the curb. What was he even thinking? What was he even talking about? Did Diane do something else for Sonny other than talking to Lucy's kidnapper? My whole thing is like he's getting so hung up on this her working for Sonny, but I was like, she was working for Sonny for years before she met you, before she even really knew you. And now that you're dating her, now you got a problem with her working for Sonny? Come on, bro. Billy says, I feel like Harrison is gonna morph into John Black 2.0. He's becoming a new Demira Pond. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie. So fake Paulina was like, well, I guess Abe gotta die. And the first thing that I jumped to, she's gonna sit there and kill off Abe. That's not even what happened remotely. And I felt so dumb. I literally thought that she was going to kill Abe off. The amazing, gorgeous Janet is in the chat. What's good, Janet? Let's everyone say what's up to Janet. I like Y&R right now. Yeah, I actually did. I really did I actually did like Y&R today. And I think at this point, everyone already knows the part I like. Plus, I didn't watch says, oh, I feel, I'm sorry, Alyssa, because I know it's gonna be a bit of spoilers in there. You didn't watch it, so I know it's gonna be a little bit of spoilers in there. So apologies in advance. Lashanta says every time Robert sees Diane, he wouldn't bring my job up. He mad because he's lonely, not her fault because that's weak, that's old. Yeah, no, I just I just had to sit there because trust me, I know exactly what it's like when you get spoiled and stuff. So I had to give my apologies in advance. Dolly says they are at least slowly giving crazy Nurse Whitney some backstory. I wish they would just turn things up a bit. Yeah, because I want to find out why she's doing what she's doing, and I hope it doesn't start to drag out too much. Gloria's in the chat. Was good, Gloria? I hope it doesn't start to drag out too much because now this is saying they're gonna fake his death, and I'm like, okay, all right. I'm all for giving Abe something to do, but you know, Darby said Drew is going to be picking up books from the floor. Listen, Darby, Drew isn't Spencer. Okay, Drew is not Spencer. If anything, it would actually be the other way around. Dolly says all the brand new references are starting to give me the vibes they might be looking to bring him back. Hmm. Hope they don't do like a twin storyline though, because that would be so stupid. Miss Key says, I really have to play catch up now. I've been watching the live streams and your blue light, my blue light specials at 4. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, it's been crazy, Miss Key, to sit there and say the least. It's been crazy. So in some ways, you kind of miss some of the drama, probably as a good thing. Lashanta said, I can't feel sorry for that guy because he lied to Abe. Oh, you mean fake whatever his name is, fake Theo. Ron says, good evening, Albert. What is Whitney doing, keeping Abe away from his family and Jefferson being used? Oh, that's his name? I always call him what you call fake Theo. Ariana said, I don't think that weddings for Sonny and Nina will happen. I think it will happen. I just think it will be is going to is you know what? No, never mind. I don't. Nope, nope. You're right because I feel like right up until they say I do, that's when everything's going to come out. I'm assuming. At least you're right, Albert. Sonny does doubt. You're right, Albert. Sonny does doubt that Ned was the one. Yeah, that's what I was like. Why is he? I don't understand that. Miss Kitty, oh, I see. Sad. Yeah, it's just it is really sad. That's one word for it. Jesse Jess. Let's everyone say what's up to Jess. Dolly says it's funny because I know, and that's the thing. That's the thing, Dolly. I know that. But it's like I can't call him. Like I have to call him Fake Theo because it just needs to make sense in my head. Plus, I don't feel like actually trying to remember this guy's character's name on the show. Leticia Esmond knew what she was doing, trying to break Trina and Spencer little date. Yeah, it was actually starting to get irritating. But I'm also just like, bro, you got Trina, you got to call. You got to give my dude a heads up before you just start coming over. Oh, I just want to surprise you. No, 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 men don't like surprises like that. Ron says he has to have a fake deal, but his name is Jefferson. Oh, okay, Jefferson. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I'm still probably going to call him fake deal, but thank you for letting me know. Lee said Drew can handle himself. He won't have any soul problems, and I don't think Sonny and Nina will have make it to the altar. Yeah, I doubt that as well. But yeah, now Drew can take care of himself. Ariana says it would make my day for that part where everyone can show up just because, and Carly is like, I got something for you. Oh, that would be crazy. Ooh, people will be so mad. Just said they must not know what to do with Esme. She's so damn boring. Yeah, that's why I'm just like, yo, why do you keep thinking I keep saying bring back the old Esme? This one ain't working. Monique says Liam catching Hope and Thomas having a moment. When will Liam be more mad at Thomas or Hope or blame Thomas? I hope he does actually blame Hope for it. I really do. Because him going after Thomas would just be stupid at this point. CK says, I want to see Nina and Sunny married. Who said Luke was a character who played a character? Luke was a character who played a character. Hmm? Dory said, actually, glad Rafe and Jada finally got together. Rafe needs a win. Yeah, he's definitely been screwed in the women's department. Lashanta says if Spencer would leave the house, maybe Esme wouldn't interrupt it. And that's actually another good point. But maybe I don't know. Maybe they were they're busy taking care of Ace that day. My whole thing is like you still got to call now. You still got to call. You can't just uh. Ariana says, "Man, only like surprises like that if you show up," and that is very true. That is very true. Ariana, that is 100% true. Miss Key says maybe we'll get to see Mr. Ponytail again when Drew goes away on his vacation and be cell buddies with the good old Cyrus Renault. Lashanta says I listened to Nikia's recap. He told Wyatt Hope kissed Thomas. Yes, he did. Ron says Phoenix said that he was mad when Liam kissed Steffi on Friday episode because he didn't want that triangle. He called Liam the waffle boy. Hmm. Yeah, I gotta go to his channel at some point again. I've been so busy. I gotta when I get a chance, I gotta go to his channel again. Monique says it would be awesome if that invisible came into play and if Sonny and Nina make it to the altar. If that invisible came into the hmm? Darby says I wish when Thomas returns from Rome he do a new character arc complete with a new woman in his life and without the anchor of his obsession of hope dragging him down. I think a lot of people who are Thomas fans want that, and the Thomas fans are pissed off. I understand why. They keep trying to redeem him, or they keep getting him close to redeeming, and then they just take it away. Totally says Sonny will probably dump Nina at the altar in a big dramatic scene. When Nick says, sorry, man, invisible egg. Oh, okay. I mean, we kind of need that at this point. Kind of need that. We kind of need something dramatic at this point. Lasanta said everyone calls Leon Waffle. Duane's in the chat was good, Duane. Darby says I wish when Thomas returns from hmm. Ron says I've been asked this question in the chat why does Bella hate Taylor's character if he has a problem with her? Well, I think you just kind of asked that question yourself since I just highlight your comment. And Ron, what do you think? Okay, Ron, why do you think that Brad Bell hates the Taylor character? That's what I want to ask you. Why do you think that Brad Bell hates the Taylor character? Ariana says Liam bounced back and forth when Hope would either Hope or Steffi obsess him. He runs to the other one. And that's okay, so that's why they call him Waffle Boy. But see, that's why I don't feel bad for him. This is why I don't feel bad for him. Him crying means absolutely nothing to me. It's this thing called karma, right? So just like I didn't feel bad for Elena when Nate cheated on her, I don't feel bad for Liam when Hope cheated on him. I don't understand why we get to this point. We start feeling bad for these characters, as though those characters have never cheated on someone else. I mean, it's called karma. It's called karma. The hell? It's called no. Wow. Okay. Monique says Liam. Liam gets it from Daddy running through women like like gym shoes. Damn. Bobby says that makes sense to call Liam that. Yeah, I mean that's definitely before my time, but people have like called me up to speed on that. The ones that just about everyone he says Brad Bell hates Taylor. Just about everyone has said Brad Bell hates Taylor. Yeah, but that's what I'm just saying. Why though? Ron says because Brad Bell always throws his character under the bus to please his stupid Logans. Damn, man, people really hate Logans. Like there is no tomorrow. Dolly says Liam is garbage. I hate the way he disrespects every marriage just because Hope upset him. It is a garbage thing to do. Lasanta says Liam waffle like Rich. Hmm, very true. Ariana says Liam cry more and better. Liam cry more and better than anyone. Ariana says Liam cries more and better than any woman I know. Damn. Elise said Luke was this was this is a character from almost day one. Was it this associated character from almost day one? Oh, he's around. He's around, Alicia. My dude is like Batman. Okay, you may not be able to see him, but he's going to see you though. Bobby says I know that about Liam and other. I didn't know that about Liam and other. He was already married to Hope when I started watching. Yeah, same thing with me because I only started watching like 3 years ago, give or take. So, um, Valerie, thank you, Val. Yes, hit the like button. I don't know where we are. I'm almost kind of afraid to look at the likes. I'm pretty sure it's like maybe 10 if I'm lucky, but it does actually help. We do get people in all the time. Now, just as Luke was okay. Maybe he was better back in the day. We always sit down and talk about all the soap operas, and I mean, I hate when it does this. So YouTube has this new thing where it just plays a video, and it's like oh Jesus Christ, it's like Netflix. I mean, it's like Netflix. The minute you put it on, it just starts playing. Lashanta says Brooke Cake Steffi knew need to show Trina how to cry. Yeah, her crying scenes are really bad. They're really bad. Um, I've seen a lot of other people that actually have really bad crying scenes too. Um, yeah, no, thank you, Rowley. Yeah, no, hit the like button. It really does help. Where are we now? Where are we? Okay, 18. So that's all right. 43 people in the chat, 18 likes. If you are enjoying the stream, and you can you're signed, then you can hit the like button. Do it. It does help. Ariana says, Carius and I had a chat in Blue Light Special. I know why you call him a rock star. Yeah, no, that's my guy right there. Carius is my guy. Just no Blue Light Special. Ain't no, listen, Blue Light Special is, I actually kind of like that a little bit. But no, 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 it's called Blue Light Confessions. Where? Yeah, no, it does. Freddie, we're good, Freddie. Thank you for joining. The hell? Dolly says it's funny that in both the Taylor Rich Brooke triangle and the Steffi Liam Hope triangle that the women can always do way better. That's true. And a chat in a blue light special. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But just I never actually been to one. I never actually been to one. I don't know. Alyssa says, I like Blue Light Special. Yeah, they're interesting. I think I only did two so far. So Dolly says, I remember the way Liam cried and dumped Bill like he was breaking up with his man after Bill and Stephanie smashed. Nope, never went to one. Just I went to one for the first time last year. Yeah, I'm starting to think I was like, I may actually do it for my birthday. I might actually do it. I think I want to do it for my birthday. I think for my birthday, I think that's when I'll do it. Well, B said I didn't know about Bill and Liam. You want to say did Bo and the Beautiful forget Liam kissed Steffi and Hope kissed Thomas? Nope. Well, apparently they did in a lot of ways. Well, they acted like that whole thing wasn't even. Um, I did it for my birthday. Last day says, I've been my perspective being B goes back to 2011. It's like I can't agree with you guys on some point. However, at the same time, with at the episode of B&B I've watched 2011, nothing surprised me. Kyrie's. Oh my God, thank you, Kyrie's. Kyrie said, that's right, I've been here since the start. It seems those witches need that Friday liquor courage. When the king's away, witches want to type crazy, but the king is back now. They're back on their backs. Damn. My dude came in like Batman. I love it. Also, thank you so much, Kyrie's. Dolly said she should go. I went to a couple of gentlemen's clubs in Canada when I was in college. Yeah, I actually want to go. I want to go for my birthday. Kyrie's came in. Yes, Kyrie's came in like Batman. I love it. And it's funny too because people listening, they're like, "Yo, where's Kyrie?" I was like, "Listen, he's around. You may not see him, but he'll see you." Freddie says it's a good thing Spencer did keep that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to keep that fake difference, even if it's fake or not, because somebody needs to take that snake down. Okay, so okay, I'm back. My daughter and I were watching a video. Did I miss the fun yet? Nope. And hopefully nothing does actually happen yet. Hopefully nothing does actually happen. Um, Ron says, I feel that the writers will pull Liam back in Stefford's orbit, although fans, yeah, but I mean, I don't see how. Because what would they do with Finn at this point? And again, thank you so much, Kyrie. Thank you. Letitia said they should bring someone new for Taylor so she want to keep running after Red. Seems like he made his choice. That's the problem. They've been doing that for years. They've been doing that for years. The Brooke and Taylor thing. They've been doing that for years, and people are just. Well, no matter how many times people sit there and say they're tired of it, Brad Dow seems like he just don't give a damn. Darby said, "Damn it, it's Batman." No, it's Kyrie. Exactly. Darby says, "Hey, Kyrie's love how you." Yes, that's what I said. My dude is literally like Batman. I love it. That's not to say I'm throwing up on the inside about Destiny. Hmm? Harry says, Ron, I apologize for last night on you Thursday. I was angry about something else and overreacted. That's what's up. And Harry, you have more personal growth than me. I'll tell you that much. That's good. One. Yeah, I am too. Like I said, in personal growth more than me. I hold on to grudges. I hold on to grudges. I am petty. I said that you're what I said that you're apologizing. Oh, Alicia. Oh, I was actually about to drop this. Moscato. Gotta have my Moscato. Just that they should let Eddie perform. I would have preferred that over Spencer. Random singing. You know, I'll sit there and say this much. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, Jazz. I'll say that much. And you know me. Well, clearly hell has frozen over when I actually give Spencer a compliment. When I give Spencer a compliment, well, you know that hell froze over. But I actually didn't mind the singing. There, I said it. In the case that Esme is still, but you know my whole thing is, and I said this before you left. I said this before you left, Nikisha. I'll say this much: give my guy a heads up. Give him a heads up, okay? Nobody likes sitting there being surprised. No, nobody likes being surprised. I was like, Trina, you gotta. I was like, Trina, you gotta. No, but she says, don't quit your day job, Spencer. Eh, she wasn't that bad. I mean, I like the character, but I've heard worse. Okay, I will sit there and say that much. I mean, we did actually all sit down. Now, Jesse, I think I'd rather hear Chase singing. All right, Jesse. Now, Lord B says actually like Spencer singing the Ace. It was cute. Monique says my mom said the family can hold grudges for dirt. Damn, that's a long. Yo, that's half of a lifetime right there. Freddie says Asma definitely took. Freddie says Trina definitely looked heartbroken seeing Spencer arms and baby Ace looking like a family. Some of the stuff that I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff last I said after my mom thinks that Spencer and Esme will get together, especially after today's episode. My Esme wants Spencer my Esme wants Spencer bad. My mom also thinks I want to sit there and make sure I zeroed on the fact that Elise said Trina needs to put her foot down and let Spencer know how she really feels. I mean, I'm all for that. I'm just like, yo, you gotta. Like I say, men don't just like being surprised, you know. Alicia said Eddie Main could not sing. Oh, damn, he can't even sing? That's kind of odd because the actor is actually a musician in real life. Crazy. Alicia says Spencer has a choice. It's either Trina or babysit a child that's not his. Well, that's his brother. So, I mean, I can't sit there and imagine Spencer sitting there turning his back. I can't imagine Spencer turning his back on his brother. You know, Ron says, "I'm not a GH watcher, but why is the writers trying to accomplish by having Esme around bothering friction and here we go. There we go. Jesus Christ. Darby says, I think Esme and Spencer will eventually get back together, but I would not hate seeing Esme getting with Cameron when he gets back. Alicia says Spencer has money, he can hire a nanny. I mean, I get that, but you know, that is you know what I'm saying, like that is his flesh, you know what I'm saying? Well, not his flesh and blood, but that is his brother though, you know. And I feel like on some level it's not to sit there and like if he's I understand what Spencer actually is trying to do. I'll say that much. Ariana says Spencer won't turn his back on Ace. He's been feeling the Cassadines for too long. Ron says, but Albert Esme is the custodian parent and she does have the final say on who can be around her child. Well, yeah. Monique says, sorry guys, got it. Yo, not feeling all that well, coming down with a, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Have a good night, Monique. Feel better soon. Alyssa says, I understand Ace is his brother, but he's a little too attached to him. Um, what's good, Mel? Letitia said, what's the update on the writers? From what I understand, it seems like at this point, maybe the actors may go on strike at this point. Top shelf coming down now. I, hmm. Let's just say, yeah, that's my issue with Spencer. I understand that's his brother, but he needs to learn how to manage his time. Training needs comes first. Training, I get that up into a point, and I listen. I never actually thought that I'd be sitting there saying this, like kind of like defending him to some extent. But if it comes down between an infant and somewhat of a grown adult, I would sit there and say, um, Ace needs comes first. You know, Andrea was good. Just say, yeah, I don't know if Trina should come first. Yeah, that's I was like, and you know me, Jess. You know me. I'm not even about that. But Trina's needs come first. I don't know about that. I'm not even gonna sit there and say all that. LaShanta says Spencer is the reason Ace attached to him. Now Nikki said family comes first, I think. That baby loves Spencer. He stays reaching for him. Yeah, that's exact. That's all it sounds like. Family comes first. Yeah, he's listen. That baby is killing it more than these damn adults at this point. I'll say that much. Jackie P. Trina is not his wife. Family's first. Jackie P. Was good. Jackie P. Okay. Damn, it's like Ron says Esme should just ban Spencer from being around her child. I don't know about all that. Graham says Spencer needs to put Ace first. He's the only constant male in his life, and he plans to keep it that way. It's not his son, but he's wearing the shoes. Wow. Lovey said, yeah, that's what I say. He's being the adults. Freddie said, I don't feel bad for Olivia. That is what she gets for being a terrible wife, not staying by her husband from the get go. No wonder Ned wanted to break from the Quartermaines. Jackie P says Spencer didn't look like he wanted Trina there. No, I really do feel like it's more just, I really do feel like it was more just a surprise thing. Just a yeah, because she came over uninvited. Exactly. I'm like I said, men don't like that. Men don't like, and granted, I'm like, you don't, well, let's say I hope Trina does so because Trina should be put first. I'm not even going to dive into that. I'm not even going to dive into that. Juan says Chloe is really discussing jumping in bed from man to man. Next, she will be jumping Brady, the next man. I don't understand that though, Ron. Exactly. He's a child. He's a child. Like you put that child first. And the thing is, it's like if they made plans, that's one thing. And he had to cancel for whatever reason, then maybe I can understand. Maybe I can understand Trina's being, kind of upset or whatever. But you don't just invite yourself over and just expect people to sit there and drop everything that what they're doing. That's just crazy. Ariana says Trina and Spencer are doing life. Trina and Spencer are doing life. Lashanta said Trina's not his wife. Ace is a baby. Trina can step. ZK said, remember Spencer asked Trina, would she date a guy with a child? And I don't even, and that's a damn good question because I don't even know what, um, what she said as far as like, Curry says, now moving on from Dirt, let's talk about fictional versions of Dirt. Whitney gonna get hers. We need to we need to free Abe. Hashtag free Abe. Double C says, I can't believe people want Spencer to choose between a woman and his little brother who doesn't have their father. That's why I listen, Double C, I said it once. I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna go there. Um Riley says that baby isn't Nicholas. Mel says, well, once Xander finds out that Sarah's pregnant, then he will leave Chloe, break her heart in a million pieces, and going back to Sarah. Man, no, I seriously hope that doesn't happen. I really do, because I really do not like Sarah. Like at all. Bobby says, okay. Curry says Ace is his alleged half brother. There's no DNA confirming. And you get to a point when you start hiring nannies to sit there and constantly take care of a child because you're busy sitting there dating. What does that say? What does that even sit there and say? Oh, just let the nanny sit there and take care of that. Like, come on, seriously? Like, I get it's a soap opera, but Jesus. Um, CK says a nanny Ace already attends daycare. Exactly. So we're just gonna put the baby from daycare to a nanny, and maybe at some point this week I may see him. Um, that's why I was like, I no, no, just we're not doing that. Eagle Finn says, I bet Spencer is the father of the baby. Anyone willing to bet? Shakira's in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Shakira. Shakira comes in and Alicia heads out. Have a good night, Alicia. It was great to see you in the chat. Nikki said, here's the thing, Spencer doesn't have a job. Ace is in daycare while Esme works. Why can't Spencer make time for Trina? What is doing when baby is gone or with his Esme? Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm listening to this. You're 100% right, Nikisha. You can definitely sit there and hire a nanny. You know what I'm saying? Like plan it out where you can actually meet her and stuff like that. But the thing is, she came uninvited. That's the thing. She came uninvited. You don't sit there and come to somebody's house uninvited and then expect people to drop everything what they're doing. That's just, well, I was going to sit there and say that's common sense, but Graham says Sarah is not a good match for Xander. Leave her in Chicago with Rex. Exactly. I I agree with that. Harry says the mailman has more of a chance of being damn. Jackie B says Esme was being a little sus for a minute, but it felt weird to have Trina keep talking about getting rid of her when Esme is in the other room. Some of the stuff that Trina in this episode was very. There was things that was going on that didn't seem like it really made a lot of sense. You know, Esme snaps at Trina for Trina offering a suggestion, but she was okay with that and she understood that. But yeah, she seemed like she was kind of bothered and perturbed by the fact that those two were together, kind of like co-parenting and stuff. ZK says Spencer and Trina needs to have a serious convo about the relationship. Yes, and I agree with that. And Freddie says babies always comes first at the end of the day. Yeah, yeah. That's Freddie says babies can't raise themselves. She Lashanta said Trina want to mark her territory. I don't know about that, but Trina should be put first. Okay, I'm yeah. I'm not even gonna go there. Ariana says I think Spencer is trying to suss Esme out in case she gets her memories back. Maybe. I know my dude was getting pretty annoyed that Esme kept sitting there jumping in every 5 minutes to, oh, where's this? Where's that? Can you sing for him? Can you sit there and tell me what the words are? Where's the baby toys at? Stuff like that was like, all right, bro, you doing too much. Nikki said Nina Tripp came out, introduced Ned as Eddie. She's good with men with amnesia. Oh, damn. Ron says, Albert, you asked me earlier if the writers put Liam back in Steffy's orbit, what they're gonna do with Finn character. Maybe he will go running to his mom Sheila and plead for her forgiveness. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a good one, Ron. That's a good one. Now, Duane said Portia told Spencer and Trina a baby is a lot of work. Yes, very true. Very, very true. Alyssa, I find out really assuming I find out really assuming that when Esme does something wrong, you don't want to call her out on it. But when Trina shows up to Laura's place invited, it's a problem. Make it make sense. I mean, listen, you know me. I call out everyone. I call out everyone, Alyssa. You know that. And I didn't sit there and say it was a huge dumpster fire of a problem. I just sat there and said, a good heads up wouldn't hurt. What's good, Andrew? It was good, Andrew. How was yours? Thank you for asking. And I actually tell you, here's the thing. Even Spencer was surprised. Spencer was like, he had that look on his face. He was like, "Oh, were we supposed to meet up or something like that?" Like even he was surprised. Call me delusional, but I stand by what I said. Wait, who's calling you delusional? I know it's not me. I know it's not me, Alyssa. I didn't say that. Nikisha, was anyone else mad at B&B? It feels like we skipped an episode. Like what happened? I Yes, Nikisha, I said the exact same thing. I was just like, wait, so y'all not gonna talk about that? Like my dude just got on a plane and just went home, and I'm like, it's like so when are we actually gonna address that? When are we actually gonna sit there and address that? Ron says, I'm saying Albert that Chloe can get no man to stay with her. You see in the promos that she is I mean, listen, Ron, there's nothing wrong with loving in the afternoon. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Gymnastics Esme gave me, yep, I have my memories back. And I knew somebody was gonna sit there and say that though, too. I knew somebody was gonna sit there and say that though. Actually, tell you the truth, I said that in my review, Gemini. He said Hope is so boring, she even cheats boring. I would have rather Thomas and Hope actually had X. They did have a whole date though. Yeah, had a whole date and didn't talk about it. And then when they got on the plane, oh by the way, keep this to yourself. Like what? Darby says, Albert, if Esme goes to jail, then Spencer should go to jail right along with her because she only did what he brought her to do. Damn, we're gonna put both of them in jail. Andrew. Andrew said, I found time to check in via chat. I noticed the title mentioned Luke Spencer. Yes. And Spiderquake actually has a different. Wait, what? Spiderquake, you have a. Is that the same Spiderquake or is that a different? Because, oh, we got a new Spiderquake up in here? Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's your second account. Yeah. There was a little bit of drama in the chat. It ended, so I'm happy about that. Andrew say, hey, okay. But yes, what do you think of the question, Andrew? Is he a really good character? Okay. Andrew says, speaking of Spencer, I recall listening to Jane interview that Tony auditioned for one of Tracy's former husbands, but he ended up being cast as Luke. Oh my God, Kyrie, thank you so much. Jesus Christ, thank you. Kyrie says Albert is the best live streamer in the world. You are number one. Sorry I had to step out of character when people shot at me when I'm not around. I return to fire with interest, but I love you. Thank you, my guy. I love you as well. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Yeah, Spike, like I said, it was a little bit of drama in the chat for like a few minutes. So that wasn't exactly fun. But thank you so much, Kyrie. Thank you. Let's say, well, at least he made some time to spend with Josh. Spencer isn't putting effort on during that with Trina. Okay. Hmm. Nikisha, I liked Luke back in the day before I knew what he did to Laura. I don't hate him now, but I don't know how to reconcile that story via today's standards. It's complicated. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's. That's what I was like. I personally, I can't. Um, Ariana says number one live streaming the hottest only. Yes, thank you. We have a great time. We have a great time. And I'm so lucky for the members that are here that can actually join us. Hello. Luke Spencer was one of the most iconic soap characters. Started as a bad guy and ended up being a soap superstar. Gemini says Spencer thinks that Esme is going to run away with the baby, so he keeps close on her. But Philip, how are you doing? Let's everyone welcome Philip. Just say yes, Spencer could make more of an effort to plan date nights and train. I meant that. Yeah, that's what I said. A little planning, is totally fine. Um, but come on, you might do it a heads up. This way you can sit there and look all fresh and everything. Ron says, Albert, what Chloe and Zen are doing in the bed. Okay, but how is it disgusting? That's what I want to. That's what I want to understand. Like, but you just don't like people hooking up or something like that? Is that it, Ron? I'm. Lashanta says, I love Lucas Spencer. He's a character. Hate him and hate him. What? Andrew said, do you think when they do a tribute to Bobby, the show would look back? Oh, back 20 grand for an episode. I'm wondering that. Here's the thing, Andrew. Here's the thing. I would sit there and say this much: if there's any time for the actor to come back, it will be now. It will be now. If Tony actually had to come back at any point in time, this would be the time to come back. I mean, let's be honest. He didn't come back during our Hunt to Start thing. Um, Carrie says, I hope Finn put Stephanie on blast for allowing Liam. Now she lives near her. That was betrayal. Yeah, hopefully if they talk about it. Um, Nikki said, I remember when Lucky died and Luke blamed Sonny for it, and Luke intervention and Lula ending her pregnancy. Anthony is a great actor. Yeah, that's what I said. If he does come back, this is the time to do it. I'll tell you that much right now. LaShanta Sato, Chloe and Xander want other people. They do, but Ron says, I'm not against it. I'm saying Chloe can't even keep a man for too long. She waffles from one to the next. I don't know. I feel like it may just be circumstance though, too. Just that. Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, I think when I think I left when they started doing the fluke storyline, and then I came back, and then it was like over. Um, I'm still. Hmm. Gemini says Luke is living his best retired life in Amsterdam. Would love to see him on screen, but he is chilling. Philip says when he finally told Lucky the truth about him, S.A. Laura was an epic scene. Tony had shot coming out of his snot coming out of his nose and was crying. He was the best. Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know. I It's hard for me to sit there and say he's a redeemable character. You know, people sit there and talk about like that's the greatest love story ever, and I'm just like, what? Freddie said Diane had enough of Robert's BS. Most people, a lot of people actually have enough of that BS. Like, he's not going to be a damn default character, a default win. Um, Darby says that's not surplus of good men. Oh, there's no surplus. There's not good surplus of men. Just jobless losers like Eric. Yes, exactly, Darby. My dude, Eric Brady is a bum. And I sit there and make sure that I did not say the other Eric. Um, because I almost said that once. Just said, yeah, Robert acting like he's a prize. It's like, damn, maybe back in the day, but not now. Just be slaying people. Uh, Prashant said Jace was action packed because of Luke. I like the way Carly stood up to Luke. That is very true. That's kind of I like that, Nikisha. I like that, but that's very true though. Like they Luke and Laura did technically save the show from being canceled. If we're gonna be honest, um, Luke. And I hate saying this, but Luke made it okay for most men to admit that they watch soap operas. Now, Jess said Jace was action packed because of Sonny, Carly, and Jason. Yes, yes and no. That's actually not entirely true though, because it was Luke and Laura. It was Luke and Laura that started off that whole adventure stuff. That's the thing. It was always Luke and Laura did it first, as they say. Luke and Laura did it first. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, the action-packed stuff came from Carly, Sonny, and Jason and stuff, but it was Luke and Laura that first started that stuff off. You got to remember, you know, back in the day, the show was a lot of the drama was actually in the hospital. Um, a lot of the stuff was actually in the hospital. It was pretty much like Luke and Laura that actually had them go on locations and different adventures and stuff like that. They did kind of start it off. I mean, the mob stuff and things of that nature, yes, that's Sonny, Jason, and Carly. But you know, Luke did start off first with the whole Frank Smith stuff. Bobby says, "OMG, does Brady even smile, or was he born with?" My dude smiles every now and then. Shakira said, "I've been emotional all day." Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Shakira. Um, Philip said, "Right now, right, Luke. Oh, right, Luke and Laura and Robert and Anna always were action packed. Yeah, they started off." Nikisha says Anna, Duke, Robert, Sean, Frisco, a lot of vets had adventure storylines. Yeah, no, but I'm Smith is saying like, because Justice Smith is saying like, it's pretty much Sonny, Carly, and stuff like that. But I was like, that trend started before them. Santa said always running from Frank Smith. Yeah. Andrew says prior to Luke and Laura, they were going to cancel GH, but Glory Monty came in and began to focus on young teen stories in the 70s, such as Scott, Laura, which ended up evolving into Luke and Laura. Ron says, Albert, why did you say that the person who commented bad about the late Albert, why did you say that the person who commented bad about the late Sonia Eddies using boosters to make remarks about her that they're burnt? Why did you I don't understand the question, Ron. Now Jess said, well, for us, see. And I was to tell you too, Jeff, I was gonna sit there and say that though. I was gonna sit there and say that. Trust me, Jeff, I watched it in the early 2000s. Well, in like 1998, but going back and watching old episodes, um, you know, I'm not that old. Jess. Carrie says Nina's. Andrew said it really put soap operas on the map with Luke and Laura, and 14 soaps have really worked hard to keep pace with GH. Yeah. Keisha, I forget that I'm also you don't, but you don't look at them, Keisha. You don't. You don't look at it. See, just just be slaying me in the comment section, like for real. Curry says neoliberalism is real. People like to play victim and don't acknowledge their own actions. I own that. I flawed and the vision. I'm going to continue to try to grow, even though I backslide from time to time. Very true. Um, Freddie says I can't wait to Sam's reaction when she learned Drew dumbass sacrifice his freedom for 3 years. Oh, is it's gonna be something. I should tell you, Freddie. I feel like she's gonna go light on him. I really do. I really do feel like she's gonna go light on him. Let's say, yeah, I will. I was already better than GH because GH was horrible today. Ron says, I do think that Sheila will accept Finn's forgiveness if Stephanie and Levy cheat. No. Why, Ron? On what planet do you honestly think that Finn should be apologizing to Sheila? I think this is where we have a bit of a miscommunication. When do you actually feel that Finn should as Sheila would that Finn should apologize to Sheila? That's what I want to know first. How about we start with that first, and then we'll work our way up. So that's where we could be on somewhat the same page or similar pages. Shakira says, "I share Days of Our Lives first, or The Young and Restless." Mm, Days of Our Lives, and then Young and Restless. Shakira says, "My best friend is giving birthday today to my goddaughter. So happy for her." Nice, 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 nice. Definitely bless her. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for your friend, Carries. That's why I said congrats. Definitely congrats. You know who we didn't even actually talk about though? But yes, congratulations to your friend. We didn't even talk about Anna. Did it? Okay. Did anyone actually care about the Anna scenes? This is what I want to know. Did anyone actually care about the Anna scenes today? But he says, "I don't know, Sam. I don't know. Sam can go light when Drew the first time was missing because he was." But here's the thing, though. She was upset in the beginning, but then she did calm down. That's the thing. She did actually calm down. That's right. He's the Godfather. That's what's up. Andrew says no, I didn't care for it at all. And Violet says no, Anna's getting boring. I was, yo, I can't believe. Okay, they just walked in her house. They literally just walked into her house. You got, I mean, I know that she knows them, but I'm like, yo, how you just gonna sit there and walk up in somebody's house? Laura B says, I think I'm the only one that liked that scene. Jackie B says, have watched Anna since day one. They just wasted her character. Just I don't remember the last time Anna was interesting. Um, Ron says the reason why I brought this up because if Steffi was to drop Finn and go back to Liam, then he would want to make it up with his mom. But will Sheila accept him again because of how he treated her? Yo, How did they get? She shot him. She shot him. How he treated her, she shot him. And he said, don't lock their doors. Yeah. Um, Alyssa, and it was only interesting. The rest. Oh, okay. Brother said, yeah, they don't. Yeah, how, they just walked on in. I'm like, how you just? I don't get that. I really don't. Um, and Tracy says at um, but yeah, Ron. I mean, she shot him. So like oh yeah, no, she shot. Yeah, she shot at him. That's always like if Finn drops Steffi or Steffi drops Finn, that don't change the fact that the dude literally got shot by his own mom and then try to shoot the mother of his children or his child. But then again, Ron, I do realize that you want Sheila to actually have a baby, so I don't. Curry says Megan is slipping. Why would she leave the phone there at? Yeah. And I'm like, exactly, Curry. It's also just, it felt so convenient though, too. Like she does have a room. She could have put both of those phones. Here's the thing. Anybody could have opened up that drawer. Anybody could have opened up that drawer. Her daughter or Brady could have called and anybody could have walked by and picked up that phone. So it was very Darby says Anna is a complex person who never allows her circumstance to define her character. She sometimes stumbles, dusts herself off, and gets up and fights again. Rinse and repeat. Well, Andrew, you was here for it, so unless you didn't actually watch the live stream, you were here. Freddie says, I think Sonny wasn't going to make it difficult for Ned because Sonny had a different life as Mike and Nixon Falls, so you can relate to that. Well, yeah, I was going to sit there and say that's yes, one, that's true, and I think that's probably the most reason why he's not going to do that. And two, Jason. Remember, Jason woke up; he was a different person, and Sonny didn't treat Jason. He didn't sit there and be like, "No, you're not really. You're not this person. You're Jason Quartermain, favorite son or whatever." And just says, "I don't watch live streams that event. I mean, Jackie P said Jackson is coming to J. Hopefully, him and Diane will get together. Robert was back in the day, but too old to be exciting now. Damn. Too old to be exciting now. Jackie said that Robert is pretty much a damn dinosaur at this point. Seriously, true story. Exactly what she said. Jackie said that my dude is nothing but an old dinosaur. LaShanta said Tracy will have a fit about Ned staying with Sonny. Yeah, what's new? Sometimes with Tracy scenes, they can be I don't want to sit there and say they can almost be unwatchable, but Robert said, geez, yeah, that's exactly what I said. I was like, yo. Called that dude an old bag of dirt. Tracy says Robert is cool. Bobby says so much hate for Robert. Yeah, so much hate. Well, some of that hate is necessary. Some of that hate is actually necessary. Not all of it, but some of that hate is actually necessary though. Barbie. I mean, come on now. My girl Diane is no one's consolation prize. Let's just get that out the way. Is straight up nobody is no one's consolation prize. And he couldn't even make a decision about who he wanted to be with. Uh Curry says, who is no bag of dirt? Eric Forster. Curry said that my dude is a dinosaur. Jackie said, I love Robert, but Jackie P said, I love Robert, but he's no bag of dirt. That's what the rest of that sentence is. I love Robert, but he's no dinosaur. That's pretty much how we're gonna finish that sentence. Tracy says Anna and Robert brung it for years. Yeah, I don't hate Robert. I was just like, bro, you can't do that between those two. LaShanta said Chase still have not followed up on Nina. Yeah, what's going on with that? Bobby says, I agree, Diane business was awful. Huh? Ariana says Diane is legal maverick. She's no one's second choice. Exactly. Darby says sometimes Sonny used his pool background as an exercise for his hostility towards people who were born with money. Like it's a crime to be born with money and the bank, pure jealousy. I saw Sonny sometimes use his poor background as an excuse for hostility towards people. Harry says he probably fell down like dirt until Donna Logan pulled out that honey. Yo, listen, whatever does the trick. Whatever does the trick, Tyrese. I ain't mad at him. You know, we all got our kinks, all right? And for the most part, I don't kink shame most people. So, if Eric Foster got a thing with honey, I ain't mad at him. Besides, you know how I feel about Donna. Donna, seriously? Donna. But damn it, where are we with the life situation? Actually, I didn't even sit there and ask that. I'm guessing we're at. Okay, 25 and 36 watching. All right. I never saw Blackmon in the beginning. Yeah, I did actually see Black. Oh yeah, Blackmon was here before. Curry says before Donna, honey, I guess Eric was stuck as Syria. Hey, like I said, I mean, you know what? No. Maybe Quinn just maybe Quinn just didn't have that magic. I mean, I think she's pretty, but she just didn't have that magic, I guess. Shakira says Kyle and Audra hit the sheets. Yep. After he kicked Summer out like yesterday's trash. Rashad Sound, Great Sonny grew up poor, so he appreciates everything he has. Everything he has now, someone like AJ Quartermain looked down his nose at him. Harry says Quinn gave Carter that magic. Yeah. And Eric was cool with it for some odd reason. I'm not gonna lie, that just bugged the living hell out of me for so many reasons. Um, that Eric was just kind of cool with that. Hell, actually, even what I heard, he actually said, "Oh, tonight is your turn." Like he actually said that tonight is your turn with his wife. Alyssa, no one has love for EJ and Kristen. Leo is going to find them according to the spoilers. Yeah, but I'm not really too surprised. I mean, as much as I love my guy EJ, the dude's a dick. Um, I like people that no longer are there. Darby says people may like to romanticize Eric and Nicole, but the cold truth is that they are no good for each other, and no amount of wishing of love is going to change that fact. Yeah, my whole thing with that is that there's only a certain amount of times, like if you can't make something work, then it's just not going to work. Point blank, period. That's just how it is. It's just not going to work. I mean, I like Kristen, but how actually told you even Stefan like Kristen. He wanted her to come to the wedding. Hell, she did actually bring him back to life. So, which again, I don't understand why they actually made Jake a character. Um, I mean Albert. I like people that no longer there. I mean Albert. I don't know what you mean, Andrea. Like Sammy and Brady. Sammy and Brady. Freddie says Robert was getting on my last nerves, constantly bitching to Diane, thinking she's doing Sonny's bidding. I'm like, how she set his ass straight, and she don't do his bidding. He just and well, also Freddie. Yeah, I love that scene as well. I love that scene as well because I'm just like, what are you talking about? She's doing his bidding. Like you do realize that she's been working for Sonny for years. So I don't understand that. Like that literally seemed like that just was ass backwards and came out of nowhere. Alyssa actually won Nicole to find Kristen and AJ. Yeah, and I wonder what's going to wind up happening to Megan. That's my whole thing. I wonder what's going to wind up happening to Megan. Shakira said Alyssa wants you for a birthday. Want you for a birthday? Um, W says, what is Kristen's deal with Brady other than the fact that they have Rachel as father? Is Kristen under all that bad girl just another slum? Hmm. Yes and no. Yes and no, Darby. Because I mean, again, the biggest difference is that Brady has a job. Yeah, Brady actually has a job. Spikequake says, Albert, if Coulson and Daisy return, what episode do you think? And there's five left. I would sit there and say maybe the third episode before the last. If they were to come back, which I really hope they do, I would sit there and say it's probably like the third episode from the last. Introduce them, get them doing something in the second one, and then the last one just have them for like whatever fight that you're gonna have them for, which would be really cool. It's by great. I wonder how they're actually gonna do the scrolls. Because if you read the comic books, you know that the scrolls have like some scrolls actually have like powers that can copy powers from like mutants and stuff. Oh wait, there's no mutants. Huh, that was funny. Lorby says I like Robert, but Robert was out of line. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he was out of line. He was out of pocket. He was out of character. He was out of order. That's what he was. He was out of order. Alyssa says Brady is mad. Yeah, but he's mad with a paycheck though. My dude is mad with a paycheck. Graham said, I'm back. What I miss? Ugh, what did you miss? Drama. But I think for the most part the drama's kind of over now. Yeah, I mean, I was like, yo, my dude. Don't get me wrong, Alyssa. When I first started watching the show, I was not a fan of Brady. I thought he was an idiot. My dude literally tried to plan on sabotaging Titan. Like he literally planned on trying to bring down Titan. And I'm like, first of all, you do realize that your girlfriend stabbed your grandfather in the heart with a knife, and then you're stupid enough to sit there and try to take down his company. I was never a huge fan of him in general. Freddie says Alexis and Diane friendship is hilarious. Alexis said, "You want to get something to eat?" Diane said, "You haven't even." Yeah, I see that. I couldn't roll with somebody like that. Like, I'm not sitting there taking you to exercise with me, and then you're just like, "Hey, let's sit there and get some French fries." Like, nah, bro, what are you talking about? We plan on doing some squats tonight? Like, what are you talking about? Darby says, "I like Eric and I like Nicole, but I would love for them to be happy, but it's already written and the stars they can't be happy together." I'm like, listen, y'all tried to make it work for so many years. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. That's just the bottom line. People always sit there and say, "Oh, I love Eric and Nicole together." I'm like, I mean, granted, I'm not a huge Eric and Nicole fan. Like as far as them being together, and I honestly told you that's when he actually did have a job. So I couldn't even sit there and call him a bum for that. I'm just like, but y'all two are just not working out. Like y'all two are just literally not working out. Why do you like? I don't. I don't know. Don't get it. I don't know. But oh wow, that was. See, this is why some people don't actually like eating on camera because of moments like that. But I think I'm gonna sit there in the live stream right here. Because unfortunately, I do have to wake up at 5 in the morning. It sucks. Lashanta says, I guess Liam will confront Hope tomorrow. For some odd reason, Lashanta, I don't think he will. I don't think he's going to confront her tomorrow. I really don't. Um, but I'm going to sit there in the live stream right here. Thank you, Lashanta. You have a great night. I want to thank everyone for joining. This was a lot of fun, even with the bit of drama that wound up happening during the chat, which was definitely not fun. But everyone seemed like they're copacetic for right now, so that's ending on a good note. Have a good night, LaShanta. Have a good night, Freddie. Have a good night, Alyssa. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Mel. Thank you for joining. Um, have a good night, ZK. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Val. Thank you for joining as always. It's always a pleasure to see you. Have a good night, Andrea. Have a good night, Grams TV. Have a good night, Jesse Jess. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Ariana Albert. I'm up at 5 as well. We'll think of you. Yep. We always sit there think of each other every time we go to Starbucks. So you get some good sleep, and I hope I get to see you tomorrow. Have a good night, Tracy. Thank you for joining. Rams TV. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Kyrese. Thank you again, Kyrese. You are awesome. You are amazing. I really do appreciate you. Kyrese says, listing off the favorites. Good night, LaShanta. Good night, fan favorite. Good night, Alyssa. Good night, Shakira. Good night, Valerie. Good night, Andrea. Good night, Jesse Jess. Good night, Ariana. Have a good night, Grants TV, and everyone else. And everyone else. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Mel. Stay safe. See you tomorrow. I feel like I'm missing some people. I can't really sit there and think of who they are. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yep. Well, everyone, have a great night. I look forward to seeing y'all back here tomorrow. You know how we're going to do it. Fun as always. Yeah. Have a good night. Laters. Have a good night, Nikisha. Queen as always. Have a good night, Queen of the South. Yeah. Oh, have a good night, Ann Jeanette. Ann Jeanette B. Have a good night, Ann Jeanette B. And have a good night, Spiderquake. Have a good night, Duan. Give it a minute. I want to sit there and give it a few minutes because people are saying goodnight to each other. All right, everyone. Have a good night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Laters.